Hey guys, this is I'll Stream That, and we are back for our first episode of show 20, Road to the Show, with our second baseman, who started out as a shortstop all the way back in MLB The Show 18. So, we are here, we are ready to go. We are still in the off season. We have not done anything at all since shutting this one off in 19 after the final episode. So I don't think we have a contract. Let me check on that real quick. We do not have a contract. So we are going to have to negotiate a contract, same as we had to do with our closing pitcher for the Yankees. And our agent wants to touch base. Anything particular? We're eligible for arbitration. We know what arbitration is. We can handle this. And we're okay for now with our situation here. And we have a new contract offer, 1 year for $7.3 million to be a starter. But we want to go for 2 years, and let's see if we can get 15 out of them. And they'll take it, so we're getting about $7.5 a year. And we are going to do the same thing that we did with our closing pitcher. We're going to play the first half of spring training, which is 13 games. So we're going to play through Kansas City on the 7th. And then in the next episode, we're going to finish out spring training. So let's go ahead and get into the games. And first, they want us to identify one aspect of our game to hone in on this spring. Let's go for power and plate discipline. And here we are in our first at-bat of spring training. We hit .266 last year with 25 home runs and 78 RBIs. They want us to either contact swing to advance runner or power swing to drive in a run. We're going to try the power swing. And of course, we're going to be patient. Well, we were going to be patient, but that one was right where I wanted it. I just swung underneath it is all. So we're out with the infield fly rule. And here is our second at-bat. Nothing special here. There's a runner on second with 2 outs. We hit a foul. We were just a little bit late on that fastball. And we would have nailed that one had we swung. Okay. All 3 pitches were in the zone. And here's our first fielding opportunity. Nobody out. Runner on second. And the pitcher will take care of that one. And it's a tie game with nobody on and 1 out. Matt Duffy's going to hit it right to us, and we're just going to go ahead and catch it for the out. And here's Omar Narvaez. Still tied at 1, bottom of the 5th, and nobody on, nobody out. There we go. Easy enough. And we are 0 for 2 today.
The batter, the second baseman, Betty Beaver.
Running fastball low and outside. We won the batting title last year. And we will ground out to the shortstop. And here's Esteban Tavares leading off the 6th. It is tied.
Perez.
There we go. Easy pop-up.
To the White Sox.
And we're down by 1 in the bottom of the 8th.
Miguel.
So runner on second. And another easy play. And we have lost. And here is the second game. We are up against the Colorado Rockies.
Betty.
So runner on first with 2 outs in a tie game. I thought they were going to pitch low.
Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
We were a little early on that one, and that one probably would have been a ground ball had we made contact. And that's a foul. Still strike 2. And we're going to foul that one back. They've really thrown nothing fully in the zone.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Okay, the count is 1-2. They threw a slider.
Hey, we're pacing up there.
And we're not going to make that one.
He's out.
So we haven't got a hit yet. And we are up by 2 at the top of the 3rd.
Avery. Elliott.
Easy ground ball. There's no way that we should miss that. And we get our second chance in this game. 2 outs and a runner on first.
Second baseman. Betty. Beaver.
And that's just going to be a fly ball, and that might drop. It's not going to. And we have another fielding opportunity. Top of the 6th, tied at 3. And that's where it's going to stay. And we get a third opportunity.
99. Second baseman.
Nobody on with 1 out. Here's ball 1. That was a little bit inside. That was a little high and just a touch outside. So we have an 0-2 count. And that is now a 2-1 count. We were a little bit early on that slider. And that 4-seam should have been ball 3. But we have a 2-2 count. Still 2-2 as we foul off a fastball. And that one is not going to come down. That is out number 2. And there's 2 outs with runners on first and second. And it's an easy enough ground ball. And that will end that half inning. And we're up by 2 with 2 outs and nobody on. And I've got to stop swinging at that first pitch. And he's got 5 different pitches that he can use. So we've got an 0-2 count. And we're not going to make this. So that is the 3rd out. And we have won. And this is our 3rd game. We're up against the Milwaukee Brewers. There's 2 outs and a runner on first. We're not going to swing at this one. Actually, we are, because that's a hit.
Oh, you got that one.
We're just going to hang out there at second. That was a good hit. And that brings up Russell Wells. And I may turn our fielding off, but our base running I will always keep on because I do like to steal. So we got our first hit last time up. Still 0-0. And that was a knuckle curve that we just pop right into the pitcher, or into the third baseman. And good, the knuckleballer's gone. We foul off a curve. We were a little bit ahead of that one, I believe. We were. And we were a little bit behind? A little bit early. Okay. A little underneath on that one, if nothing else. And a little late as well. And there's ball one. We've got a 1-2 count. And we should not have swung. So we struck out. And it's tied at 1, bottom of the 6th, with Garcia leading off. And that's out number 1. And we're going to try to improve on our 1 for 3 today. Top of the 9th, we are up by 1, with nobody on, nobody out, and we were early. Wow, okay. Not what I expected. And we struck out. Yeah, he drops it, and we're not going to beat the throw. So that's out number 1. And we end up winning. And this is our 4th game of the preseason. And we're going up against the Cincinnati Reds. This should be easy enough. And a run still scored. There was a runner on third. So we lead off the 2nd. We're down by 1. And we will get that between the shortstop and third baseman for a ground ball single.
The designated hitter.
Okay, they wanted us to steal and we didn't go. But we're going to go now. Okay. I should have stolen that first one, but I didn't. I'm going to steal here, though.
The right fielder, Russell Wells.
Yep. Don't steal when they don't tell you to, I guess. We're still down by 1 with 2 outs, top of the 3rd. And that's a ground ball right at me for another easy play. And we are 1 for 1 with a single. There's runners on first and second with 1 out, and we'll foul off a fastball. We squared up on that, but we were a little bit early. And that one, just early. That's all that was. That would have been right off the end of the bat. And a low changeup will strike us out. And we're down by 3, leading off the top of the 5th. And the first baseman will take that ground ball himself. And here is Josh Bell.
First base
2
number
outs.
55.
Runners on second and third. And that will stop any more damage happening this inning.
Hitting for the Reds.
And there's runners on first and second now with 2 outs.
Nago.
He's out.
And we'll throw that to second. And we end up losing. And here we are against the Los Angeles Dodgers. 2 outs and a runner on first in a scoreless game. And we're going to foul off a slider. We had 25 home runs last year. There's ball 1. We've got a 1-1 count.
Hey, see it. Hey, drive it. Here we go.
And they'll pitch out, so we've got a 2-1 count.
Come on, kid. Get on for us. Here we go.
And they're going to try for a pickoff, and it's not successful.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh! And that is an out. It's the bottom of the third with 1 out and a runner on first.
Bellinger.
And we're going to get the lead runner. And it's still scoreless. We are going to lead off the top of the fourth.
Fever.
It's contact swing for a hit. So we're just going to be using the contact swing right now. See if that's going to do anything for us. It won't. That's a fly ball out to left. And we get another chance. 2 outs in the top of the 6th and a runner on first. And that's going to be a foul off of a changeup.
Hey, you hangs it, you bang it, kid. Here you go.
Just a little bit out in front of that one. And that's a fair ball. And that's going to be scored a base hit. I'm more than okay with that. So we hit that right down the line.
Fielder, number 16.
So there's 2 outs. We're going on contact. And that's going to be caught. And that's the 3rd out. And they hit for us in the 8th inning, and we end up losing. And this is game 6 of spring training. We have a 188 average right now.
The second base
Could definitely be better. We are leading off the 2nd in a scoreless game against the San Diego Padres. We went 1 for 3 with the single last time. And there's a 2-0 count.
Hey, wait for yours here.
I should not have swung. I thought they were just going to try to get one in the upper outside corner on me. That one is going to be foul, and it's going to be caught for the 1st out. I didn't think that was too bad of a swing, all things considered.
The catcher.
Still scoreless with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Easy ground ball for an easy out. And we get another chance here.
Now batting, second baseman, Betty Fever.
And that's going to be a chopper to 3rd base, and they will quickly get that over to 1st for out number 2 in the bottom of the 4th. And we're up by 1, bottom of the 6th. Runner on 3rd. Okay. Runner on 3rd with 2 outs. And there's ball 1, knuckle curve inside. I think everybody knows how I feel about knuckle curves and knuckle balls in general. One of the worst pitches that anybody could throw against me.
Hey, you
And we are relying on an error, and we will not get it. That's the end of the inning.
Now batting, number 5.
So there's a runner on first with nobody out.
He's out.
And that's a double play. We had to get that off pretty quick because they had a pretty quick hitter.
Now batting, the catcher.
And we're still up by one. Top of the 7th. 2 outs. Nobody on. Another easy ground ball for another easy out. And we're going to get another chance here. We're up by 1. Top of the 8th. Nobody on and 1 out.
Betty Beaver.
And that's not as long as I thought it was. We're going to get back to first in time. So that's another hit. And they want us to steal second.
Number 3, Andre Espinosa.
Ball inside.
And I thought we had that. Let's take another look. So they're saying no. We end up winning. So right there is where the tag is made. I am not touching the base. So they made the absolute right call. I was caught stealing. And here we are against the Texas Rangers. Bottom of the first, 2 outs and a runner on first. And if we would have swung up a little bit, we probably could have done something with it. We were a little bit late. And that's going to be caught by the third baseman for the 3rd out. And here we go. We are down by 1, bottom of the 4th. Only swing at pitches inside the zone and record a hit. We're going to see if we can do that here. I'm assuming the first one's going to be a ball. And it wasn't. We made contact with it. Okay, 1-1. So far, so good. That was apparently out of the zone. And I can definitely see that. Okay, we've got a 2-2 count. We are down by 1. And still 2-2. As we foul off a fastball inside the zone. And we're going to foul off a fastball outside the zone. And that was right down the middle, as it should have been. The 7th pitch will always be right in the middle. That is one of my perks. We got a hit. We got that right over the infield. And I would love to steal second base here, but I know that Castro's likely going to swing here. He's got a 2-2 count. I'm still going to go. And that's a double play because we could not get back in time. So we are back up. Bottom of the 6th. Nobody on, nobody out. For the 2-2 tie, we're going to chop that down to 3rd. And that's out number 1. And we're going to get another shot here.
Now batting, Second base.
Still tied at 2.
Beaver.
We're going to go for it. We're going to go big here. So if nothing else, I'm going to see if I can get this up to 7 pitches. And then I'm going to be swinging dead center. It's not going to be a home run. It's not even going to be a hit. We're just going to fly out to the first baseman. And we end up winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're at
And in the 8th game, we are going to pinch hit, top of the 7th.
99. Betty.
Runner on first and nobody out against San Francisco. And we are down by 3.
Come on, baby. See it. Drive.
That
Let's
first
go.
pitch was a pitch out. The second pitch was the bottom part of the zone. We're going to foul that off. So we have a 1-1 count. Curveball just a bit outside, and I should not have swung. It's a 1-2 for the count. 2-2 as we foul off another 4-seam. Or 1-2. And that's going to be a double play. And that ends that chance. And we end up losing. And this is the 9th game of spring training, and
Betty.
we're leading off the 2nd. Colorado got 5 runs in the first, so we're down by 5. And that's a ground ball to the shortstop, and that's an easy play for him. And this is our second chance today.
Now batting, the second baseman. Betty. Beaver.
Top of the 4th, 1 out, nobody on, and we're still down by 5. That's a fly ball. It's going to be caught by the right fielder for out number 2. And we lose. And here's our 10th game. We are against the Chicago Cubs.
The second baseman.
It's scoreless, top of the 1st, runner on first, and 2 outs. And that looks like that's going to be a home run. So that is our first home run of spring training this year. Our first home run in Road to the Show this year. And we are up by 2. That was just a bad pitch. Right where I wanted it, it looked like. And we're right back up. We're down by 2 now. Top of the 3rd.
99. Second baseman.
Runner on second and nobody out.
Come on, baby.
And there's ball 1, fastball inside. And that one is going to be caught by the right fielder for out number 1. And bottom of the 3rd, nobody on, nobody out, and we picked up a run last inning, I guess, because we're only down by 1, and that's an easy ground ball. We'll get that over to first for out number 2, and they actually picked up a run there.
Second baseman. Betty.
So we're down by 2 with 1 out and a runner on second, and there we go. We'll get that right through the gap. That is going to be an RBI single.
He beat it. Safe.
I did not want to run to second on that one.
The batter. The first baseman. Damon. Simmons.
And I, You know what hasn't done that to me? I've been playing a little bit off camera just to kind of get back into it. It's never done that freezing thing like it always did last year. It never did that to me until just now.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony.
So bases loaded with 2 outs. And there we go. That's going to end the inning. And we end up winning. And here is our 11th game in spring training. Still scoreless, top of the first. 2 outs, runner on first. And that's going to be a hit. And that is a triple. An RBI triple, so we take the lead. So here is Starlin Castro. And he's going to be the 3rd out. But we are up by 1. And we're up by 3 in the top of the 3rd. Runner on first with 1 out. And we get another hit. We put that right through the gap between the 3rd baseman and the shortstop.
The batter, the designated hitter, Starlin Castro.
So we're not going to steal. And there's now 2 outs, and we are on 2nd and 3rd. And here comes Russell Wells. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Let's see if he can get on base again. He's got a 1-1 count. And the 3rd baseman's going to grab that out of the air for out number 3. So let's see if we can go 3 for 3. We've got a triple. We've got a single.
Ball 1.
And that changeup was low for ball 1. Slider inside for ball 2. Changeup inside, apparently. That was close. It could have been called either way, but we have a 3-0 count. And we'll just take a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs. And Castro has a 2-2 count. We're going to go ahead and run here. And it doesn't matter because he will strike out. And there's runners on first and second with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. We're still up by 3. And the shortstop will just catch that one for the out, and everybody gets back safe.
Your attention, please.
And they're going to pinch hit for us in the 7th, and we will win. And this is the 12th game of spring training, and it's against the Seattle Mariners. We're hitting .281 so far. And there's 2 outs with the runner on first in a scoreless game. And we're going to foul off a 4-seam as I believe that's Mike Trout is trying to steal. And we'll foul off another. We foul off a cut fastball. And a changeup low and outside will strike us out. And let's just get on base by any means. We'll get our clutch going, hopefully. Bottom of the 4th, nobody on, nobody out, and we are down by 1.
Nope, outside.
And that is ball one. That is a ground rule double. Not too bad. So we are on second with nobody out. We're down by one. I'm going to take third. Oh, I'm going to run back to second. And here's Russell Wells.
The right fielder, number 16, Russell Wells.
And he strikes out. And here is John Curley.
Now batting, the third baseman, John Curley.
And that doesn't matter because he strikes out.
Leading off for the
Okay, we are
the catcher, number
on
3,
a shift.
Mike Nino.
And it looks like it paid off. And here's Kyle Seager.
Now batting,
It's another shift.
Kyle Seager.
And that shift will pay off as we get another out. And Yasiel Puig.
Now batting,
Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And another easy play. And here's Michael Tolbert.
Michael Tolbert.
Or Tolbert, okay. Easy play. So it's not too hard. Just getting ground balls all day.
The batter, number 99.
Bottom of inning number 6. We're still down by one out with the runner on first. And that is... Ooh! We just took the lead on a 2-run home run. That is our second home run of spring training. That's going to put us in the lead. So we've hit 1 to left field and we hit 1 to right field. And now we're down by 1. Top of the 8th with 1 out and nobody on. Easy ground ball. Easy out. And we end up losing. And here we are in our final game of this episode. This will put us halfway through spring training. And we're up against the Kansas City Royals. We're leading off the second in a 2-0 game.
That's outside.
And Ramos will pitch us a slider just barely outside. And it looks like the second one we're going to maybe get a hit. That's another home run. That's our 3rd home run on this spring training. And that cuts the lead in half. I'm not exactly sure where that pitch was. But wherever it was good. So it worked. So we just put a good swing on it. Got enough power through it. And we hit that out to left center field. And we're now tied.
The batter, number 99. Betty Beaver.
See if we can drive the run in. So there's 2 outs with a runner on second, and we're tied at 2. And Oh, that was another long one, but that's going to get caught on the warning track. For a second, I thought we had another one. And it's still tied at 2 in the top of inning number 6. We have 1 out and a runner on first.
He's good.
So let's see if we can do anything here. We were a little bit behind on that one. I know we were. So here's the 0-1 pitch. And that should have been 1-1, but I swung. Had a very, very bad curve. And that's going to hit the pitcher, and we're going to beat it out. So that should be a hit. So we've got a 3-1 count. And we're going to let him run. We're just going to stay right where we're at. So we are up by 1. Runners on first and second with 1 out from Miles Harper. He's got a 1-2 count.
Miles Harper.
I'm going to run. Looking back, I should have just stopped at third, but I didn't, so we did not score there. And they're going to pinch hit for me. And we win. So we are halfway through spring training. We've played 13 games, 38 at bats. We've got 13 hits for an average of 342. That's really not too bad considering what I thought it might have been after the terrible few games that we had at the beginning. We've got 3 runs, 2 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, no stolen bases, and we've been caught twice. We do have a base on balls, and we also have 6 strikeouts. As a team, we are tied for 4th with the Seattle Mariners, the Milwaukee Brewers, and the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are a game behind Chicago. We are 2 games behind the Los Angeles Dodgers, and we are 2.5 games behind the Colorado Rockies. And in the next episode, we are going to finish the final 13 games of spring training and get ready for the regular season. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch. My name is All Stream That. Hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.